right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. if I can remember. I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold December. Hoping my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. I don't know if I can remember. I don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Music Monday on this Monday, man. Y'all smash that like button, sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional try-on hauls, and y'all know this is Music Monday, where we just take a little break from sneakers, man. If you like music just as much as me, I would say you're most definitely starting to come to the right place if you're showing up on Mondays, man. So definitely smash that like button. I do have the sold out Discord link pinned at the top of the chat. It is free to sign up. Whereas y'all can see right before the live, I was already talking a little bit what I'm about to talk about tonight. And just in general, man, anytime I see anything going on hip-hop wise, man, I can't help but just gravitate to it because to me, sneakers is technically a part of hip-hop, and I do talk other music genres as well, but you know, mainly because hip-hop, because that's like my mainstay. But if Dunks was here, with salutes to Dunks, he usually is working on Mondays, but if Dunks wants to join a live, he knows how to contact me. But I say all that to say, like, I listen to my fair share of all genres more than just hip hop. But you know, like, I end up gravitating to hip hop because of the similarities and the way I'm able to relate to it more, right? So we'll go ahead and dive into tonight's topic, man. I see we got No Hype in the building with the salute. What up, No Hype? As y'all come in and out of the building for sure, because Music Mondays has actually been doing quite well these last few weeks, man. Y'all smash that like button and definitely sub up, man. It really means a lot to the kid. Now, I'm going to do my very best as I read through some of these articles. I don't want to be the guy that's kind of like getting in trouble for something or saying something I'm not supposed to on YouTube, because y'all know it can get really sensitive over here, right? And as it should. I understand they got a lot of sponsors and a lot of things to be responsible for, so I don't want to be the guy that's really killing it for everybody, right? But anyway, I see Cat Williams. He's got a new show out, and looks like people have been secretly filming. It looks like he's talking about Diddy. Again, I know everybody likes to correspond to like Cat Williams kind of kicked this year off that it was going to be a lot of surprises, and I will say it definitely has been. But I will say the Diddy situation has shocked me the most. Now, I know everybody likes to call me the, hey, just go be an attorney, just go be an attorney. No, I am just a person who has also been a victim of the law, and I know for a fact everything that I did, let me put it this way. All my cases I lost, right? Before we get into the joint, all my cases I lost. But reality is, I know that some of them I shouldn't have been there in the first place. Not saying I didn't put myself in that situation, but I know for a fact, at least like 3 of them, I shouldn't have been, you know, I pled guilty because it kept pointing back to me. I didn't have an alibi. I wasn't a snitch. And as somewhat I had knowledge of, you know, it was just one of those, you have to pick your poison. But this is a big allegation against Diddy. But we're also going to be talking about Quavo was fined $700K apparently for slapping somebody, which I didn't even know that was a thing, but I believe that was in the Las Vegas court. And then apparently the DaBaby settled one of his lawsuits, and then Lil Reese was arrested and held without bond. So I'm going to work backwards because, as you guys probably may or may not know, I feel like the Diddy situation, there's so much to unfold because it seems like each and every day there's a new like Diddy allegation. Somebody's filing another lawsuit. Also, right, latest, and I'll say victims because apparently there's men that got lawsuit against Diddy as well, which I was watching before the live. Somebody has come out and said that they're a high, and let me clarify, I don't know who, no name, no nothing, but it's also been brought to people's attention that there's a high-profile person that is on one of these tapes that's being, you know, people that know of. Now, also that when they didn't represent the person from what I got from it, but they said that they are on the tapes. They didn't watch the tape, but they saw still images of the tape, and you can tell that, you know, it was pretty interesting. I'll just put it like that for YouTube. And they said that the person, you could tell, well, based off the angles they had, which this could may or may not be a fucking truth. Who knows? But they claim they didn't even know they was being filmed at the time. But that still make it right though. I mean, sure, they're an innocent bystander, but if anything, in my eyes and in my head, pause. And I don't want to just dive right into the Diddy shit, but that should more so show that, like, hey, if this guy was obviously he didn't know he was being filmed, but I guarantee looks like I'll say this, say he had a great time at the Diddy party, right? Maybe he had a great time at the Diddy party, who knows? And so that's why I may just leave it at that. Because my thing is this, like, if you had fun, and I've also been saying this too about the Diddy cases as well. Bro, if it was more than one time, I'm very curious. Why did you keep coming back? I mean, a lot of people saying they were here against they would have had no choice. But they also said that Diddy flew a lot of these people in, bro. So, I mean, you got to get on the plane somehow. And if Diddy, maybe he flew in private. But you still got to pull up. I'm pretty sure the pilot's job, I would hope, right? The last thing I'm going to do is find the person for you. Hey, be here by this time or else. Especially if if he's got him flying in publicly, there should be public record of this stuff. And my thing is this, that means they definitely was like, knew what they were, how did you not know what you was going to? 50 said it 100 times. He said it. He's heard how things go down at these Diddy parties, if that's even true. Because he can't confirm nor deny, because reality is, he said he never went to any of them, right? So, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You got to read between the lines sometimes, man. And I don't know what to believe, to be honest. I see we got Manny with the kicks in the building, says Yerp. But yeah, like I said, Manny, before you was coming on, we're going to work in reverse tonight. I'm going to start with DaBaby, go to Quavo. Actually, I'm going to start with Lil Reese first, and then go to DaBaby, and then go to Quavo, and go from there. Let me make sure I got the Lil Reese joint up, pause, because I'm going to start there first, and then go to DaBaby, and then Quavo, and then pretty much it'll be Diddy for the rest of the live, man. If you don't want to talk to Diddy, talk. I understand. Hell, I'm gonna keep it 100. Even me myself is getting tired of the Diddy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, how many more people are finna come out against this guy? And it's like, also, it's like people are also, and they know how the media's gonna spin it too, cause they be like, yo, and I'm not saying this isn't true, and I don't feel no ways about it, but just notice this. Notice whenever another person comes out, they're like, all it took was one person to be brave enough to speak up, and that's why we all decided, like, okay, they did the same thing to Bill Cosby too, and I'll just leave it there, but nobody want to have that conversation, though. Let's see, Manny says, BS, they love the freaky deaky baby oil wrestling matches. We don't know. We don't know what was there, Manny. Now they did confiscate baby oil, that was there, but I'm also hearing through the grapevine, and just as I do research for this stuff, that apparently those baby oils were used for something a little bit more than lubricant as well. It was also like using like, how there are certain things as like party drugs. Apparently I don't know how you do it with the baby oil, because I'm like, I didn't read through it all the way, and I may actually cover that too tonight. I'm gonna probably start it in within 30 minutes. I don't have a feeling it won't take me long to get through this little these allegations against like Quavo, DaBaby, and Lil Reese. So, but the Diddy situation is one. It probably low key deserves its own live. Let's see. Man on the Kick says Lil Reese is the only one that took a ish on himself after being jumped by goons a while back. I mean, this my thing, man. Lil Reese, I don't know about you guys, but me, I know him because he was on the Chief Keef song. I'm not saying he ain't got hits of his own, but the only one that I know of is where he was on a Don't Like joint, No disrespect, while Chief Keef is probably still eating off that, but I mean, Chief Keef also got other songs. Chief Keef can do he does appearances, he does clubs, he ain't on tour like doing a whole album run, which Chief Keef just was too young for the situation, man, because when he was missing dates like I don't know what. But either way, allegedly anyway. But my thing with Chief Keef is, now he's doing appearances, he's doing shows, and he's still, if you think about it, every year, one thing he knows is gonna be booked is like he gets the Summer Jam joints, if I'm not mistaken, on that card. If there's any type of like little fest going on where it's a big card, he's on there. So I mean, he's still making something. You know what I'm saying? Could he have had the potential to be on another level? Sure, but I think he just wasn't ready, and maybe he just didn't want it. Who knows? But let's start this Lil Reese story real quick. But apparently, Lil Reese is arrested over alleged assault of ex-girlfriend and denied bond. And you can say what you want to say about him, like using the bathroom himself, being jumped, which I know that's a thing because ironically, where me and Duncan went to school, just a short story, there was a fight that broke out and that person ended up using the bathroom on themselves as well because they got beat severely bad. Now, the good news about, and I'm not saying it's going to be Lil Reese situation. Now, the good news about that situation is that when they came back to school, they were best friends with that individual, and because I think it was just one big misunderstanding, and then from there, I think like neither one of them like would let any one of them disrespect each other. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, yeah. But I've heard that allegation as well. I don't know if it's true or not, Manny, but I mean, hey, where there's smoke, there's fire is where I'm going to leave it. So let me share my screen real quick. Boom. Should be sharing the screen. Got the article up about Lil Reese that kind of just broke, I want to say September 30th, which is today. Says Lil Reese arrested over alleged assault of ex-girlfriend and denied bond. Either way, guys, I'm going to say this. I know nobody wants to hear this either. And YouTube them may drop me for this one. Nobody should be putting their hands on nobody per male or female. 2, I know what they're saying, like, well, he shouldn't be putting his hand on a female ever. This is true. But there's an exception to every rule. I've seen some females that really manhandle their guys, where, they're no longer here. So had that person would have tried to stand up and defend himself, it was going to be in a rock and a hard place. Had he would have stand up and took her out, they would have throw the book at him, Not saying that females don't get, the time they deserve too, but, everybody is quick to want to hear the full story out versus when it's a guy, That's all I'm saying. And I know there's an exception to that rule too, So what I say in here tonight is not in stone. This is all alleged and opinionated based the whole live, right? I don't know nothing. It says the rapper has been denied the allegations but remains in police custody. Manuel Kick says, I had Lil Reese and Lil Durk on blast back in the days. I mean, I ain't listening to Lil Reese like that, but Lil Durk, I still pop some of his music. I like more of his older music. And then, of course, everybody had that Chief Keef energy for a second. He had some catchy. Say what you want to say about Chief Keef. He had a wave, bro. And you can tell he was definitely inspired by Wayne, but he definitely was his own individual, Respect and salutes to Chief Keef. Says Lil Reese has been arrested after a warrant was issued for his alleged arrest of ex-girlfriend. TMZ reports that the 31-year-old rapper was apprehended at Houston, Texas nightclub. The address during the early hours of Monday, September 30th morning. Says he has been booked on aggravated assault of a family or household member, according to arrest records. Specifically, the rapper is accused of strangling and punching a woman who has been described as his former girlfriend. Now, keep in mind, is there any video of this? That's my thing. Because by law, if you do put your hands on a female, specifically fellas, and they go file charge, they're going to come pick you up whether you're guilty or not. But again, now we can use the Diddy situation for an example. There's video out there. Again, there's still missing parts of the video, but there's video. So, okay, cool. That doesn't look pretty, The Chris Brown situation was, and I know Chris probably don't even want to be affiliated with none of this stuff, man, because that was so long ago, but people won't let it go, and I'm guilty of it too, but I'm also was another person that said that with the Chris Brown situation, there is more to that story than what is missing, because ain't no way he would have just did all that. You know what I'm saying? I still rock with Chris, man. And I rock with Rihanna as well. I'm not picking her side. I'm going to just put it that. Says eyewitness said the police in Houston was present at the nightclub and placed him in handcuffs. He has been denied bond. It says in a statement, his attorney, Carl Moore, maintained his client's innocent. It says Mr. Taylor reprehendingly denies the false allegations. We look forward to the day in court, said Moore. Earlier this month, Houston Police Department issued a warrant in connection with the alleged assault, which happened at the Pink House. She claimed that the attempt to kiss her when they ran into each other, but she rejected his repeated advances. In response, he allegedly grabbed her neck and punched her. He says a friend witnessed the incident and asked the security to intervene. Officers noted she had fingernails, scratches, and redness on her throat. So it's not looking good, but I mean, did they collect DNA that said it was his? You know, again, not trying to pick a side or anything like that, but pretty much that. I knew the Lil Reese story was not going to take long, but I mean, again, there's got to be more evidence than just that. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't mean he did it, and I mean, it could easily be he say, she say too. You know, and then especially if the people in the club, they're going to have to see if there's any video too, really, if we're going to keep it 100, in my opinion. So that's a Lil Reese update. We're going to transition to DaBaby settles a battery lawsuit over racially charged confirmation with LA homeowner, which I think he shot a music video there, but I think something went down. DaBaby has been known for giving people a case of the beats for quite some time, even before he came into the music industry on the level that he is. I feel like he was also, known for, taking people out, if you catch my drift. And I'm trying to tread lightly here for YouTube. Just making sure I ain't missing too much going on in the Discord, because I see we got a lot of action going on over there. So, again, y'all sign up for that sold out Discord. But, yeah, DaBaby has caught his fair case of cases. You would think, and I know these guys got the money, right? But your attorney gonna be expensive, especially if you got a good one. I thought I had good ones and they were expensive and I lost all of them. So if he's winning, imagine what the attorney's charging, So I say all that to say, like, do you really want to be, this is my thing. If you ever had an attorney, that's how one of the fastest way, and me and my dad say this, right? One of the fastest way somebody who's never been in any legal trouble or never had an attorney before, if they're quick to scream attorney, And let me clarify, there's a devil advocate to that too. Like, if a person that you ain't even bothering them, but they threaten to do all this stuff, I'll get an attorney, blah, blah, blah. Like, you ain't had one before. Now, on the flip side, if you're locked up already, you be like, you're asking for an attorney. It's one thing if you're telling somebody you're going to have your attorney do X, Y, Z. You don't know what the hell your attorney going to do. But as far as, like, when you are locked up and you are the victim, so to speak, yes, the only thing that need to be coming out of your mouth is, I would like an attorney. I would like an attorney. If you can't say that, say no comment. But say I would like an attorney. That's an option. Even though they don't tell you. Technically, when they read you your rights, they're supposed to tell you, you have the right to remain silent. Check. Anything you can and say will be used against you in a court of law. Check. You have the right to an attorney. Check. You know what I'm saying? Those are like the top 3 things. How do you think I can spit them back verbatim? Do everybody start exercising that off rip? They don't know. That should be the first thing after the cops pull you over. They should start with that first. Even if you ain't even being booked or they just coming to check everything out. You should have that. So they know. Even though I feel like some people still going to run their mouth anyway. Because how many times you seen people where, honestly, even on camera, had they would have just shut the hell up, it could have been a lot less. Remember Gorilla when she got locked up, or when she got pulled over, and obviously you knew you was finna get locked up. Just be quiet, Just be like, I just want to talk to an attorney. I just want to talk to an attorney. Just tell them that, You don't start off with, yeah, we ain't drunk or nothing. All right, step out of the car, please. You know what I'm saying? Like, who says that directly to the cop? And she could have just been on that level. And I have a feeling with the Gorilla situation, it's something they do on a regular routine basis. And then it just happened to be a cop that day. I've been there before too. But let's read through this DaBaby situation real quick. And then we'll transition on to Quavo, Slap. And then we will start the last 30 minutes of the live on Mr. P. Diddy, right? Okay. It says DaBaby has settled a lawsuit with a Los Angeles homeowner who accused the rapper of battering him at racially charged incidents. So battering mean I don't think he put hands on him, but I'm assuming he didn't say some nice things, right? Because battering is a gray area. Because even Kevin Gates, when he apparently had kicked that fan, I don't think if you look at the other he did not make connection with it. So I don't think he went for assault, but battery because he had intentions, so that could be some of it too. And if you're doing what Kevin Gates was doing, this was years ago. From what I seen from the few videos, he was nodding off, not taking it serious, and that's what pissed the judge off, I think, and I don't think he was in a trial by jury. I think he just was in a regular trial against the judge, and he still got it light though, because he was gonna get 30 days, and then she tripled and gave him 90, but then they didn't let him out because he had outstanding warrants. Honestly, bro, if you know you got all that, you need to probably been doing it. And then he could have easily probably paid the fan to shut up, and then sign a non-disclosure agreement, which don't mean shit nowadays. But I mean, technically, you're not supposed to say anything when you're selling that. Why you think Cassie not speaking out? That's what a settlement is. You're handling business. Y'all settled it. I had a family member in my family have a similar scenario. Not like an assault situation, but it was one of those where the person was going to get in some trouble and lose a lot of money. I'll just put it this way. The attorney showed up at our crib literally the next day. And not only did they show up the next day, they showed up with, I'll just say, with gifts. And, basically, if you sign here, all this is yours. They are really, really sorry. That's what they want you to know. They're really sorry. It was an accident. And, to be honest, with our situation, hell, it looked great to us. And, we knew it was an accident. But, hell, it was worth it, Keep in mind, I still ain't said who. And it's one of those, some people knew, but not everybody knew, but it wasn't us because it didn't go nowhere. Basically, when you do that, you're not allowed to really take legal action anymore. I mean, you can, but it should get thrown out. Even Bill Cosby did that, and they still convicted him from what I got from it, allegedly. And then how Bill Cosby got out, he took it to the Supreme Court, and they were like, yeah, this has already been boom. You can't double jeopardy them, from what I got from it. Now, I could be wrong. I don't know. I know y'all want to say I should be the attorney guy. I just believe in innocent till proven guilty. And that's all I'm trying to say. So let me read through this DaBaby situation real quick. Manny with the kick says she got to pay out and no more talking due to the contract. Yeah, and that's what it is. And I know that that's a thing. And to be honest, bro, if that's what you're going to do what you do. You know what I'm saying? You can't speak on it. You can't be called. You can't. My family member never spoke on it. Let me put it this way. They talked about it amongst us every now and then, but they were like, hell, we played it back to scenario we wasn't going to get all that anyway if we would have got an attorney and all that. We would have got it, but we'd have had to pay the hell out of the attorney, especially if an attorney works pro bono, which is very fucking hard to find. That means usually if they work pro bono, they know they're going to reach some form of settlement where they're going to get paid, or they know they got a strong possibility of winning the case. Now, when they do that, say you got an attorney working pro bono, right? And say you got it, and this ain't our scenario, this is just one I'm making up in my head. Say you got a scenario, say Cat's scenario where she can't afford an attorney, which she can, obviously. But if they're working pro bono, right? And you got a deal of hey, you got 100, they can give you 100,000. That's guaranteed. If not, we gonna get it from the judge. I'm gonna get paid regardless. The thing is, if you can settle it, yeah, the attorney's gonna get some of that. You're not getting all of that. You're gonna get it, but you're gonna have, most likely for what he charges, you're gonna have to pay him. Some of that. So that easily could be cut in half. And other little fees and little stuff me and my dad have talked about this several times. But let me read through this real quick. It says the controversial rapper previously jailed time in the criminal case over the assault and has now settled the civil lawsuit with Gary Panger. which that's the guy whose house he rented for him. It says, according to TMZ, DaBaby, real name Jonathan Kirk, and Pager manually agreed a settlement that will end the suit after several years of action. Pager owned the Los Angeles property featured in Stunna Vegas music video for Play You Lay with DaBaby directed. So they were shooting a music video there. In a lawsuit, Pager claims that DaBaby beat, punched, spat on him, threatened, shoved, and robbed him while filming the video at his property in December 2020. Damn. But this is my thing, what he's not saying. What did he do? And I'm not saying DaBaby had the right to do that. But nobody just walk up to you and just spit on you, punch you, and threaten you, and shove you, and rob you. That means, what did you say to them? You know, I was also taught for every reaction, there's an opposite reaction. You know what I'm saying? Like, what did you pull up saying? You know, and I'm assuming maybe they try to talk to you, and this is my thing. There's some people, I got a family member too right now. They can be wrong as I don't know what. But when you pull up to them, but they want you to talk to them with some respect, even if they are dead wrong. You know, granted, they will try to fight for that. I don't been there standing toe to toe with them too. You know, but I knew that I was right in that situation. And I tried that soft approach, pause, and they didn't want to hear it that way. So we had to do what we had to do. People had to get between us and all that. You know, but it is what it is. Man with the Kick says, Attorney Polo on the ones and twos, your diggity. Again, I said this to I literally probably talked this with my father yesterday with the legal system, and we have the same gripes. You know, it's crazy. I didn't even know he had been through a lot of the same scenarios until I already went through them. And so I'm telling him the story, and he's like, yep, and they did this and this and this. I'm like, yeah, you know? And that's where like, man, it's some BS. Pretty much, it's some complete BS. And this is my thing with that, bro. My bad, y'all. And animals coming in here. But anyway, my thing with that is simple. Like, the legal system, it's designed to make money too. You know what I'm saying? Look, you find out what these guys pay, you be like, geez, man. That's all I'm saying. But as an attorney, y'all want me to be that? I don't know if I even had the patience. And the only reason I was saying all that to say, like, why I even know what I know is because most likely I was involved in some of this stuff, and I'm not no criminal. You know, but it's like the legal system, if they want you, they will put you in a scenario where you have to kind of plead out, especially if they feel like they got something against you that you don't. Hell, they blackmail you damn near. I can say that, you know. That's at least how I felt, you know. I'm not saying that's what's happening here. Where we at says, the fight, which was captured on camera, stemmed from Pager accusing the video shoot of violating their agreement after he was told by only 2 people would be present on the property. Oh, only 12 people would be present on the property. I'm slow. But apparently there was, Pager says they discovered over 40 people on the set and attempted to shut down the video shoot, which when DaBaby became violent and knocked out his tooth. Oh my God. DaBaby must have had to pay him something serious, which I'm assuming whatever he paid for the property, he paid that, and he'd be like, all right, I got another extra amount for you if we can make this go away. It says the North Carolina native was also accused of stealing items of kitchenware and causing damage to the property. I don't believe that part. That probably was a little stretch, a little far-fetched. But again, I don't know. Let's see. DaBaby claimed that Pager, who is white, used the N-word during the confirmation, and while the homeowner admitted to using the racial slur, he had argued it was not relevant to the legal suit. See, that's the thing, though. I'm assuming he pulled up, right? And I'm not there. But I've been in a scenario, with Dunks, right? Where I was, like, joking somebody or whatever. They used a racial slur towards me. And Dunks didn't want to talk about it anymore. Dunks was ready to do, Dunks is really like that. And I was like, yo, chill, you know, like, especially given the scenario where we're at, we were not going to win that. And they're not going to hear that. They're not going to want to hear it. Dunks didn't care. But that's my thing. Some people don't play with that. And that's why in the Discord, great example right here. In the Discord, this is why I don't like for people to throw it around loosely or even play around with it, because it can offend somebody very quickly, man. You know, and that's the last thing I want to do is have everybody feeling comfortable to use that, when, to be honest, we shouldn't never really be using it to keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. So yeah, DaBaby being from North Carolina, just like me and Dunks is being from further south as well, that's one of the words we don't play with down there. You know, we don't, you know what I'm saying? It's not a word we really want to hear, you know? And some people don't want to talk when they hear it. They just want to go ahead and handle business. So maybe that's DaBaby. So again, I told you there's no way the guy pulled up and they just punched him in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got punched in the mouth. You saying things that, you know, you can word things a different way to let them know that you want them off your property and give them a timely manner to get the hell off. And then tax them on the back end. Pause. Man on the Kick says, that's the case with DaBaby brother-in-law. Okay, got you. Wow. Yeah, so everybody's kind of low-key been through a scenario like that. He says, man says, I agree with that, Polo. Don't even use it. That is old corny. It is, bro. Like, that's my thing. Like, come on, man. Read the room. Let's let it go. Again, I get some people, that's just how I've had people come up to me, or I've been in a scenario, actually not even far from where I live right now. Somebody was just throwing the joint around like, bro, like it was just like a free throw to them. They're like, boom, boom, boom. And I was like, we was all kicking it or whatever. And I was like, hey, man, not on no Diddy shit, though, like allegedly. But we was kicking it. And I was like, hey, yo, if you don't mind, chill out on the N-word. And so they looked at me like I was disrespectful. And what killed me is Dave Man was there. And they was like, yeah, I feel where he coming from, man. Chill out. And I was like, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, not everybody comfortable. And then it's like, it's not like I came at them sideways and was like, yo, stop doing it or else. I was real chill. I was like, yo, if you don't mind, chill out on the N-word. You know what this person did? They doubled down and started saying it way worse now that I pointed it out. And I'm like, bro, yo. So, like, one thing led to another, because I'm not finna fool in the details. But and so much so, me and this person don't even like being around each other now. It's like, if we happen to be in the same area, they don't say it, because obviously they learned. They don't say it, but it's like, any little thing could trigger us, so nobody really likes us to be around each other at all, which I ain't seen that person in years. But anyway, pretty much, last time I saw them, they, you know, like when I told them to stop, they kept doubling down. They were like, yeah. And I'm like, at that point, they really just was using it just to be an asshole, bro. So yeah. And then next thing you know, one thing led to another, and pretty much everybody had to leave, you know? Pretty much, that's what it was. We all left, you know? But it says DaBaby previously posted a video on social media of Pager saying the N-word and wrote, "These are the type of people y'all violate and let assassinate DaBaby's character." So basically he was saying, like, I didn't just do it just because homie was running his mouth. So he got what he was asking for. Says he also accused Pedro of spitting at him, but no video footage was released of that alleged offense. In July, DaBaby pled guilty to misdemeanor battery over the incident. So pretty much it's a misdemeanor, not a felony. That's a win, and was given a year's probation in addition to time served. So yeah, he did get locked up. He says he was also ordered to pay $10,000 in restitution and must stay at least 100 yards away from the victim. DaBaby additionally can't propose firearms and deadly weapons during the year-long probation period. That means he's just gonna keep security a little while longer. He can't have them, but that don't mean that security can't. Because I mean, you gotta have some form of protection for yourself, man. So that means you just gotta get the security up. It's gonna be a long, expensive way for him. So let's cover the Quavo joint, and then we'll close out with the Diddy situation for like the last 15 minutes, since you know we can just go on for that one, which I didn't even know Quavo had did this, but apparently I know for a fact, I think it happened in Las Vegas. Looked like from this article in 2018. It says Quavo fined $700,000 after losing legal battle over Vegas valet fight. So I think I seen the video where he slapped somebody, right? Quavo, I guess, really liked that. It says Quavo has been hit with nearly 700K fines for slapping a hotel employee in Las Vegas in 2018. On Wednesday, September 25th, it says 8 News Now confirmed a jury ordered that former Migos rapper to pay Antonio Henry, a former valet for the Encore Hotel and Casino, for injuring him both physically and emotionally. It says the trial went for multiple weeks, with the jury ultimately deciding to award Henry $682,000 in compensatory and punitive damages. Bro, for a slap? Maybe like 10 or 20, but 600, God, sheesh. Man, you might as well make it, that's over $500,000, bro. He says, for his part, Quavo and his legal team argued that Henry was not injured and instead was looking for a hip-hop lotto ticket. I mean, they also got to put in there, I would think, why he did it too. Because if obviously the guy was close enough and reached for him to slap him, obviously Quavo felt the need and needed to be done. But I have a feeling Quavo gonna turn this into a win. He just gonna rap about it. You know what I'm saying? He gonna rap about it, how much he spent, and you know he got great ad libs, so he could easily throw this on like a good hot track. You know what I'm saying? It says the physical exchange went down after Migos performed at Drea's nightclub in April 2018. According to The Blast, the group and Cardi B headed back to the Encore after the show, and while in the valet, Quavo was reportedly asked to remove his car. I see no harm, no foul here, like movie car. Says from there, words were exchanged and physical fight is said to have broken out. Cardi was reportedly rushed to safety as the altercation broke out. The entire group was reportedly kicked out of the hotel where they were staying after the brawl. So, and this happened when obviously, when, who am I looking for? Takeoff was still alive, man. So RIP to Takeoff, because, yeah. That's definitely one that caught us all off guard. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. So it says, in more positive news, Quavo and Offset have made further gains in repairing their relationship at the ultimate passing of Rich Homie Quan. So that lets you know, man. Atlanta, man, they've been losing a lot of stars too, man. A lot of legends. RIP to Rich Homie Quan, man. Gone too soon. I would have loved to see him and Thugger get back in there and make some more music. I would have loved that. But that's just me. You know, I'm not saying just me. I'm pretty sure it's more than a lot of people. But, you know, for the night, just me being on the live. Yeah. Says the two Migos stars have had a fractured relationship since 2022, with Quavo previously alluding to disloyalty of Offset's part and the death of Takeoff complicating things further. Says while the former group mates have seemingly been making steps to mend fences in recent months, it appears that the sudden death of the fellow Atlanta rapper Rich Homie Quan on September 5th has inspired them to hash things out for good. Following the tragic news, Quavo posted a numerous of throwback pictures of Migos with Quan on his Instagram stories, which I did see that. And he said he then followed it up with the same positive news, writing good Quavo with good combo with my bro Offset, and pretty much praying hands emoji. So let you know they pretty much getting ready to squash the beef, you know, I would hope. As they should, man. Too much going on. And I believe, like, obviously, if y'all were able to come out as a group and maintain this level of success, you know, if nothing ain't too far gone, you know, let's figure it out, you know. It says, while things between the Bad and Bougie hitmakers have been complicated in recent years, both Offset and Quavo have denied they were beefing. So, I mean, they're not beefing, but they're not getting along. And to keep it 100, before Takeoff had passed away, remember that last joint was what? Was Quavo and Takeoff only. Offset wasn't on there with him no more, you know? And it's like, what was it called? Uncle Pew or something like that. That was the name of the album they did. So, not saying it wasn't fire. I'm just saying that's what, you know, was the last thing. So, that pretty much covers the Quavo situation. Let's go ahead and get on Diddy's current situation. I'm still trying to figure out why there is a law against just buying baby oil. Now, again, also, I want to put out there, a lot of people have been saying that That baby oil was laced with some type of drug, apparently, allegedly. I don't know. Says Cat Williams mocked Diddy and his lawyer and the brutal roast amid to the rapper's arrest. So he's been doing jokes right here. So I'm going to play this clip real quick. Hopefully I don't get in too much trouble. And hopefully you guys can hear it. This is Cat Williams with his jokes. So let's see if we can get this started.
You probably got it at Costco. Costco hit right back. We don't even sell baby oil. We be having a real conversation about some real shit.
So yeah, basically, long story short, I ain't gonna watch the whole thing, but Costco has come out and said they don't sell baby oil. By the way, I do want to throw that out there to be fair, but his lawyer was also, I feel like, was using that as like an example. Now, one thing I want to say that also I noticed that what happened with Diddy, and I had to really find this one because this was hard. His original lawyer that he had, they're no longer working with him no more. So, and he had to switch it up. So I think this is it right here. It says, Sean Diddy Combs dropped by powerful NYC attorneys, but not because of Lady Gaga. So remember, everybody had that whole thing where they thought it was Lady Gaga, the reason the original attorney said, now he had to get a different attorney. We can tell, you know, this guy, I'm not saying I could do a better job, but he's not helping the situation. It seems like, and everybody's been saying this, and I don't know if this is true. It may not even be. That just may be his style, but they're saying it looks like he's more so just enjoying the spotlight versus representing Diddy. He had got dropped from it, and this came from June in 2024. No, they dropped him, and nobody's even talking about it for real. So now he's got a different attorney. So a lot have been saying, like Cat Williams is saying, like his attorney, you know, is he helping or hurting? You know, Diddy's been getting more lawsuits. It seems like by the week, and I'm gonna say the same thing I've been saying since day one. I just would like more evidence and proof. I'm not going to say we don't know nothing. That's all I want to say. And me and Dunks and his girl had that discussion on Saturday too, low key, when we were getting ready to start a live. We're like, really, nobody don't know nothing. We really should be chilling out. Now, I know the artists have come out and spoke against him, like Aubrey O'Day here. She's come out. But at the same time, she says she alleges that Diddy controlled her appearance down to my toes in the making of band. Yeah, he may have been like that, but I mean, did he do anything other than basically have you structured in the contract that he was having you work for? There's no secret that Diddy was very strict on how he ran things. He was very precise. That's what made him who he is, you know? Now this whole little baby oil thing, they're saying it has this drug called GHB in it, which I never heard of it, but according to Google, this is just my Google search, and it's like, apparently this is why he had thousands of baby oil, because I'm trying to figure out, and y'all gotta correct me if I'm wrong on this one too, ain't no way, like, it's illegal I don't care if you got, how many baby oils you got, you know what I'm saying? It ain't illegal to have no baby oil, because obviously wherever he got it from, and even if it wasn't Costco, wherever he got the joint from, it can't be, you know what I'm saying? I could go pull up and buy it. And they don't have like I'm assuming wherever he got it from, they didn't have an unlimited amount he could buy. You know? Also, so apparently they said, though, a lot of people are trying to allude, and I don't know if this is true or not, by the way, but they're saying that pretty much it has a GHB in it, which is an illegal drug that is sometimes used as a party drug. But I mean, like, how do you put it in your body? If it's rubbing on do you rub it on your skin and it just help? I don't know. Because my thing is, I thought drugs you had to put it inside your body somehow. Pause. You know? But I'm not saying, because I refuse to believe people are drinking baby oil. It says reduces the feeling of relaxation and scale. It may do, but maybe the smells or something like that. That's my whole thing, though. Even if that stuff is laced. Because I'm not comfortable with them just like confiscating thousands of baby oils and says, yeah, this is evidence, without it being something wrong with it. That's just, you know, again, not trying to be an attorney or anything like that, but I'm saying, like, I don't care how much he had. And this is my thing. It ain't like Diddy had one home like maybe you and I. Maybe some of you guys got multiple ones, but me, I got one place to stay. But like Diddy, how many? I think they rated 4 homes. Some tells me with him having what, 8 kids, 7 to 8 kids, and he wherever he's at, he wants them to come there with him. Sometimes they gotta have their own space too. I'm pretty sure it's a pretty big homes, you know. Like some probably smaller compared to the others, but some big homes, you know. And I just feel like maybe he needed it because he didn't want to walk all the way down from one. You know, who knows? You know, and his attorney could have did a better job of trying to answer that question. He could have declined it. He could have at least threw it back there. It's like, yo, like just like I said, I would if they would have hit me with like, and Mr. Combs has the baby oil, Mr. Jones. What's the baby oil considered? I'm like, what's illegal about having baby home? This man has. And I would have put out the square footage of his homes and the size and how big his homes are. And I'd have been like, yeah, do you want to walk from each one? You know, no matter how you say it. It's like, I would have just kept it simple. What's wrong with having baby oil? How is that illegal? And they're going to be like, yeah, but thousands. Okay, he's got a lot of homes, you know? He's got a lot of homes. He's got a lot of kids. You know, like, he's got a lot of family members he take care of. He's got a whole staff, you know? And his home could easily, I'd be like this. It's simple. I'll put it like this. Mr. Holmes' places are like resorts, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what he likes to get massage with whenever he has it done professionally in his own home or something. You know, anything. But again, it's like homie's not even thinking or trying to prep of what he could be asked. You know they're going to ask about that baby oil, homie. Come on. You know, and I can play devil's advocate against that, right? It's easy to say what you going to do from the outside looking in, but what you on the spot, like his attorney was on the spot, but that's what you get paid to do. I'm assuming, right? Because we was talking before the live, too, in the music section of the Discord. If Mr. Holmes could put up $50 million bail and they still didn't give it to him, if he can offer that, that means the attorney going to be sitting at least a strewn, like, if he don't make $50 million, he going to make close to it, or if not, double it, you know? Especially if he beats the case, you know? Now, like I said, this is the proof right here where Costco has said they've come out. They don't even sell baby oil. It wasn't that deep, homie. It wasn't that deep. In my opinion, it wasn't that deep. He was just saying it for an example where you can buy places in bulk. And probably what came off the top of his dome, like from memory, pause, is Costco. But there's other places like Costco's. There's Sam Clubs. And here we have a place called called BJ's where you can buy in bulk too. So, I mean, he could have said any one of those, you know. But my problem with places like that, they don't always have a name brand. They have name brand stuff, but the shit I be looking for with the bulk and the deals, you know, they don't have the shit I'm looking for, you know. It don't work for me. Plus, it's better if you do have a big family. So, maybe Diddy got know some place like that. Who knows, you know? I've also seen it where Diddy said he's going to pretty much try to defend himself. Now, I've also seen where R. Kelly comes out to defend Diddy, right? About these charges. And I'm not going to read all of that, but it said that, you know, he don't believe none of it. I'm kind of with R. Kelly. Let me put it like this. And as far as what he's saying, I don't know what's true and what's not. I do feel like some stuff is being a little bit far-fetched. But I'm going to say with R. Kelly, right? Right message, very wrong messenger. And I'm not saying Kelly is guilty of anything either, but at the same time, if you in a situation like Diddy and you know Kelly's what he's been in trouble for, do you really want that person speaking out for you? Yes, he should, but it should be through somebody else to speak out on behalf of both of them. And which brings me to my next segment, right? When you get in trouble, because this is what I learned when I used to get in trouble, and that's why I stopped. You get in a little bit of trouble, you're going to immediately find out who your real friends are. Point blank, period. You get in some real trouble, you're going to find out who your real friends are. I found out very quickly. My first time, actually, I didn't learn my first time. My second time, I knew then how I needed to start moving. And I noticed each and every time it took me a little bit longer to get in trouble. I feel like I've done just enough to be dangerous, but I ain't got that type of record. But at the same time, the one situation where it was definitely multiple people involved. Actually, the first time it was more people involved than well, but that one was kind of one of those. We really tried. We actually played along and tried to work together, and they still like hemmed me up. So that person, I couldn't dine them out because I'm like, they tried to help me, they ain't want to hear it though. So you know how when the cops come, everybody switch up real quick like it nothing happened. That was one of those situations. So I couldn't dine them out, but I did leave the motherfuckers alone. Like, I ain't going back over them. I get in trouble every time I go over there. And then so like another situation, I was like, the second one was pretty bad where that one, it was a team effort, but everything kept pointing back to me, so I had to do what I had to do. And them motherfuckers I don't talk to this day, and they wouldn't have did the same thing. I know that. But yeah, R. Kelly, right message, wrong messenger, dog. And I'm going to just leave it at that because I'm going to be on this joint for like another 5 minutes. And now we look like Young Miami is impacted by the new lawsuit by the woman who Diddy alleged abused and got pregnant. So again, but there's no baby because from what I'm hearing, it was a miscarriage. Again, I don't know, but that's what's going around the grapevine, right? And if I'm the wrong person to put it out there, I'm sorry. But it says Young Miami has been named in the latest lawsuit against Diddy, this time for a woman alleging the battered mogul to abuse her and even once impregnate her. According to the documents obtained by USA Today, a Jane Doe filed her lawsuit in New York State Supreme Court on Friday, September 27th. So keep in mind, this is pretty recent because the day is the 30th. So that was just a couple of days ago. I want to say Fridays. I want to say it was Fridays. Let's see. July this year, which would place this happening as a legal troubles, including after his homes were raided by federal agents. That's my thing. Like, if homie lose the case, like y'all realize, like all these other people that's suing, especially if you're suing for money. Do you think you getting money right now when he using all his money probably to fight his actual Fed case? That ain't cheap. A regular case ain't cheap. Let me put it, the few times I did try to fight mine, which I ended up having to settle anyway, I think, like, honestly, after the second time, the other times after that, which was 2 more times, if I'm not mistaken, 2 to 3 more times after that, yeah, 3 more times, and I fought it legally each and every time and still had to take a L. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm still recovering from that fight. I'm all right, but I can't, y'all see I be walking a tightrope around this joint, man. But I don't know if, Young Miami seems like she's been quiet about it, but it seems like she also, remember, she was holding Diddy down, So this is another one that's coming up about this too. So this has been floating around. I'm assuming this is the same thing. Again, only thing I can personally say, you're innocent till proven guilty. And I don't know if any of this is true or not. If it is, hey, you got what's coming to you. I just find it a little ironic, if he was able to do it for so long. I hate to compare the comparison, but when Hugh Hefner was here, RIP to Hugh Hefner, to the best of my knowledge, right? I'm going to put myself back on the main screen because I'm about to get ready to wrap things up anyway. Let me double check, make sure I'm right real quick because I don't want to put nobody in there no more than I have to, but I'm almost positive. Hugh Hefner. Let me put it in there. Oh, because I spelled it like I said it right. But yeah, Hugh Hefner, right? So they got him as an American publisher, right? Which he did do the magazine The Playboy, so this is true. He passed away in 2017. So RIP, but they ain't had too many issues over that. Let me put it this way. There wasn't too many public known issues over at the Playboy Mansion. Homie was 91 years old when he died, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe that's what he is now, since it's been 2017. He may have been 91 years old now. But at the time, he probably was younger than that. I don't think. But when I came up, Hugh Hefner wasn't necessarily the youngest. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to just leave it at that. But yeah, he died September 2017. So, yeah. Very interesting. Because he was born 1926. Let me just do the math real quick. Because to make sure I don't want to give him too many more years than I have to give him. I'm not trying to do that. So, let's see. We'll do 2017 minus, and then it's 1926. Pretty much, yeah, 91. So, damn, okay. So, he would have been 91 at the time. So that's that math for you right there, just confirming. Not that I was questioning. So, but I was saying he don't necessarily get a bad rep, and I'm just gonna say this. Them ladies may have loved him, but they wasn't just around him just because they loved him. You know what I mean? Like, it's something that obviously intrigued them and made them want to go over there in the first place, man. And then last little bit of the live real quick of what I'm going to say. I'll Be Sure wants the investigation over Kim Porter's death amid Diddy's mountain legal issues. So he wants basically it investigated. But you guys, I know y'all, they got a kid together, but the kid hangs out with Diddy more, to the best of my knowledge. So that situation, I don't know. I'm not going to read through the whole thing. I do want to kind of just glim through it, but from what I'm getting from it, he's now taking legal action. He's wrote all that. I'm not reading all that. It says, I'll Be Sure previously took to Instagram stories to suggest that he has long believed there was more to Porter's 2018 death than just was reported. I mean, that's my thing. If it is, more than Diddy got to get in trouble for some of this stuff. If all this stuff is true, which I don't believe it, I mean, more people have got, ain't no way you can do all this by no one person. You're only human. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm at with it. You're only human. There's no way one person can do all this. And I'm not saying he didn't orchestrate it or do X, Y, Z, but I mean, like, what about the people that did it because he told them to do it? Why did they do it? They should be getting, they did their hands dirty too. And that's just where I'm going to leave it at with that tonight, man. If Diddy is innocent, I hope that, we find that, innocent until proven guilty. Salutes to Big Thugger as well. I know he's still fighting this case. YNW Melly still fighting this case. And all the people, man, that's been kind of convicted wrongly, I hate it for you. And I hope that justice is eventually served for you for sure, man. Especially as law changes and stuff like that. And especially if you've already served amount of time. I feel like, man, some of these numbers see that people get, it be like, bro, they ain't had to give them that much time. But then again, that person may have a history and just don't understand, But I feel like there should be other programs other than just sending people to prison and jail all the time, But then again, a law is a law. Y'all know how it is here in America, man. But other than that, let's wrap things up here for tonight. I've been on the joint for like an hour and 2 minutes. Appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love. Definitely enjoy doing Music Mondays, man. Y'all definitely smash the like button on y'all way out. Sub to the channel if you're new and if you haven't done so already. Of course, my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers. Occasional Tron Halls, know this is Music Monday. I'll be back again with you guys on Wednesday with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast. Until then, sign up for that Sold Out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat, and it's free to sign up. We will continue, the interactions over there, man. But I'll see you guys again on Wednesday. Other than that, I'm officially out this thing, man. Peace.
December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm wanna hide. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember.